time for a lot of people to indulge, you know.
Yes, indeed. We were just talking about this.
I know. We were like at like 4:45 in the morning, like, do we have a problem? We don't.
We don't.
It's the holiday season. We've decided that's what it is. So just like everything in your life, you need a little balance. And that's especially important in the kitchen.
Yep. So joining us live to show us the ropes is the new president-elect of the Obesity Medicine Association and the chief medical officer of San Mateo-based Enara Health, Dr. Lydia Alexander. Thank you so much, Dr. Alexander. We so appreciate this because we really were talking about this morning. Like, is it just me? But it's just the holidays make you want to eat and drink everything.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for having me today.
So what are we making today?
Today we are making egg bites, and so veggie egg bites that can also be made non-vegetarian at the very end, and I'll show you how to do that.
Well, that's perfect because we love egg bites.
We do love egg bites. So how do you make yours, and how easy is it to make? Because I'll tell you the truth, we will buy them usually. Have you made them yourself?
No, we always buy them.
I know, we always buy them because it can be a little intimidating, but is it easy to make?
You know, they're actually fairly easy to make, and the nice thing about them is that you can make them in big batches. They're very commonly, found ingredients, and then they can be frozen for use later. So if you spend maybe 30, 35 minutes in the kitchen whipping up some egg bites, you can have those to serve immediately. You can save them for later in the fridge. They keep up to about a week, and you can freeze them for later as well. So, so they're very versatile, high in protein, great either pre or post workout to keep you feeling good, and they also look beautiful. So they're wonderful if you have guests over, unexpected company, you want to have a little bit of like a casual brunch with some girlfriends or friends that are going to come by in the morning before a walk or what have you. So they're great. Also wonderful for kids. To grab one of these, packed with veggies, but also very tasty in and of themselves, aside from the fact that they're nutritious.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's make them.
All right, so here's what we do. We just need a few different ingredients. I've chosen some seasonal ingredients. It's also some very colorful ones that are perfect for the holiday season. And that includes a variety of different herbs. You can use whatever you like here. That is the really nice thing about it. Just check and see what you've got in your fridge. I really like to use basil, cilantro, parsley. I like the flatter parsley for this particular dish. Very easy to prep. These different veggies. Doesn't matter how you cut them specifically. I'm going to just show you a little trick that makes cutting easier for the basil. Just roll it up like this, and then use your knife, cut it up, and they don't have to be the same thickness or anything, and you're done. And that's basically it. Throw it inside your bowl there. I'm using red chard. You could use the multicolor one as well, the rainbow chard. Spinach is great, arugula, whatever green veggie that you've got in there. I particularly like this one for the holiday season because of that pretty red stem. When you put that inside the muffins, it really makes them pop. And that's what we're going to do here today. And so you can just peel this sort of off here. Low waste because you can use the stem. And again, that's really pretty. Just cut it in half.
So do you cook the vegetables first? Because sometimes when I do a scramble, I'll make the veggies first, and then, so you have all of this mixed up together, and then you put it in the oven?
Yeah, exactly. And you put it first in a skillet to cook the vegetables.
Okay.
And yeah, it sounds like you spend a little bit of time in the kitchen as well, cooking stuff up for the
that's a really good question, Kamasi, because the very first time I made an omelet, everything on the inside was raw.
Okay, because you put the egg.
You put the egg.
It'll cook
itself, yes.
No, because the egg cooks so quickly. I think that's why I was a little bit like intimidated by the egg bites, because I'm like, how long do I keep them in there? So what is your strategy?
Yeah. So the strategy is to keep them in at 350. You can preheat the oven. I have a small oven back here. It can also be used as an air fryer. So if you have a toaster oven, that's going to work. If you have an air fryer, that's going to work. If you have the standard oven, all of those work at 350 for about 20 to 22 minutes. And they're very forgiving. So they turn out a little, you know, you just want to touch them and make sure that they're not jiggly, and they'll keep on cooking a little bit and serve quite well. So about a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Here's what it looks like after we do a little bit of chopping. I like to use either like a red or an orange bell pepper because it's really pretty. You just stick it all in there all at once inside the skillet, and then you can see it's really nice.
I like that skillet. That's big.
Yeah. And what I like about the skillet is if you've got a small kitchen and you have one of these that plugs right in, and you can just put it on any countertop and saute these vegetables. They look really wonderful. Cook up super quickly, I'd say in less than 5 minutes. I like to throw in a little bit of spinach as well. That wilts really quickly and makes for a beautiful dish.
Can I ask you this?
I'm going to show you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you can keep going because we're looking, but I just have a question, and I know you probably deal with a lot of people who are really working to find this balance, but you know, it's just really hard, I feel, during the holidays. So what advice do you give people when they want to, you know, have these moments with family and friends, but also want to eat things like egg bites that we know are good for us?
So the advice I would give, and the advice that we always give here at Enara Health, is that it's balanced. So, you know, not one extreme or the other. There are a lot of really wonderful whole fresh foods out there that are absolutely delicious, just like these veggies, like these eggs, and that you can make it easy so that you can just sit down and enjoy the people in your life and their company, and not spend all your time in the kitchen cooking everything up. And so that's kind of the advice that I would give them. And this is the
oh, that's okay. So that's what's going in the skillet. Nice. And so, Dr. Alexander, we have about 30 seconds left. So if you were to kind of walk us through just those last steps before we get to our perfect egg bite, what are those?
So the last step, you just mix the edges and the eggs together. You would take a scooper.
Oh, a scooper.
Place these right in here. It's super easy. One scoop, one egg bite. Super simple. And then I will show you the version, which is right here. And so these just look really pretty. They've got some nice reds and greens, and I put a little bit of feta cheese in there. I particularly like Greek feta. This particular one from Trader Joe's is absolutely delicious. And there they are. They freeze super well. And I got some here that I froze and brought to show you. Look great. You can put these in the oven, same temperature, so you don't have to remember too much. 350 for about 10, 12 minutes.
Oh, that's quick,
and
too.
your bites are good to go.
You know,
so this is great for the kids.
That's a big thing to have something healthy to go, because I think when you're hungry, sometimes option that's not healthy. You make some poor choices. So if you have a healthy option that's quick and you can just grab it, I think that makes such a difference.
Yeah, and then you just pop right out, and there you go. You've got breakfast on the go.
Love it.
I'm encouraged.
We can definitely do that.
Yeah, I think so. And then we can just bring them in, and because, honey, if I had one right now, I would eat it because my stomach's been growling all morning long.
Yeah, I wish I could share these with you, and because they are delicious and nutritious, and you can make them non-vegetarian by sprinkling a little bit of bacon bits on it, and that may be very appealing. I know it's certainly appealing to my kids.
Yes. Oh, Dr. Alexander, this was so good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful
holiday. It's my pleasure.
holiday.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Hi, Drew.
I am so hungry.
Yes.
I am so hungry.
Like, no joke.
And this just really like took it over the top.
I know, because you know we love it.